What's going on, guys? So if you see behind me, we have a different truck with a interesting animal on the hood. So I said, I kind of figured, I have two pieces of junk truck when you can just buy one big old piece of junk. Not really. This is I think a 2022 Ram 1500 that we may or may not have been using as a welding truck. Long story short, bad timing on a couple of things. I took a truck in for service and they found a leak on my transmission. So that was in the maintenance shop. I had to take my other truck in for a little bit of body work that was scheduled. Should have pushed that off, but didn't, and ended up with no truck. And I was out of town last week, so I needed to get something going for this week. This is a rental truck. So long story short is what we basically did is we took my skid that some of you may have seen from my previous videos that normally go on my 250. We put it in this truck, and I'll show you around kind of how we got the thing set up. We literally got it set up this morning, and we got the welding truck back today. So we used it today. That's about all we have used it. So this right here, if any of you guys remember, is a Lincoln Ranger 305G. I had a previous video. I actually picked this thing up from the repair shop yesterday because I needed it, and I could get my Bobcat off the truck, but it would be a little bit of a challenge where it was parked and all that. So I want to give them just some more time to get that situated. But we did end up putting a new board in this thing, or a used board. The guy found a used board for it, which was a heck of a lot cheaper than the new ones. That he just went over everything, and everything works flawless. We'll crank it up, choke it. Well, for the most part, everything works. Works. We welded with it today. It actually welds pretty darn good. I see why people like them. Had some bad fit up on a job I was doing today, and we were able to make it stiffen I was able to stiffen the arc out a little bit and make it work. And I know you can do that with like a Bobcat or a 250 machine, but this one has a lot more features than my Bobcat does. So hopefully this thing will stick around. I don't know if it's gonna stay on the skid or if it's gonna stay, or if I'm gonna maybe move to the truck for some practicing. Basically, I need this thing to pay for itself. Won't take much for it to pay for itself, but I just need it to pay for itself, and then I can go from there. But yeah, she runs good. She starts good. There isn't no issues with it. So. But yeah, this is the skid. Normally got more leads on here than this, and I normally have an extension cord. We haven't made it that far, but this is coming out today. So got, I think, 50 foot of oxyacetylene hose here. All in all, this is not a bad little setup. Ideally, when I've ran this truck with this skid, I've always had a standard toolbox, just a standard toolbox usually in here. This is a 5.5 foot bed, so it really don't have you could fit a toolbox in there, but it's not my truck. It's a rental truck, so I don't need to do all that. But yeah, it worked well. We could have worked out of this for the whole week if we had to, but fortunately we do not have to. So we'll get back in the 450 and get that back going. But we'll just do a little walk around. It does fit in this bed pretty well. I don't have jack stands. We did put a rubber stall mat down before we put it in here. That way we don't have to worry about scratching anything up. Typically on any of my trucks, I'm not worried about that. It's because they either got a bed liner, spray-in bed liner, or it's a work truck. But yeah, so it's all in all, it's a good setup. Let's come over here in case you guys aren't familiar with it. This is just, it's not stocked how we need. We just kind of put in what we thought we would need for the day. But it's a little toolbox. It's a full, I think it's a full-foot toolbox is what it is. No, it's 32-inch toolbox, that's what it is. Or 36, 3-foot. But yeah, all in all, it works out pretty well. I can't complain about the truck. The one thing I will say is it's a little squirrely with the weight in it. Granted, with the only single toolbox on it is a little heavier on this side than that side, but we did the whole shake to see if everything was staying still, and the truck kept wanting to wiggle. Could be because I'm pretty sure these trucks have independent wheel suspension coilovers, so that's probably not helping the situation. But yeah, can you do a rig out of a half-ton? You can. Do I recommend it? I do not. It wouldn't got me by. It's just that wiggling, and you could tow something behind it if you wanted to. I can't because it's a rental. But yeah. So it's been a week, and it's only Monday. Oh, no, it's only Tuesday. But then I had some problems getting home last week. I went out of town for a few days, and it's just been a week. But I'm trying to make the best of it. So we have the welding truck back at my house. We dropped it off, and we'll get this skid taken off. But the good thing is now the skid is kind of set up, so if we ever need it in the future, we can put it in whatever we need and get to work. But yeah, long-winded way to say, can we use a half-ton? Yes, we can. But permanently, I'd probably want to put some stiffer springs in the back. But granted, I probably built the skid a little heavier than I needed to. If you have two toolboxes, it probably handle the weight better. But yeah, so if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. So far, I'm liking the Angel. Plan was doing it all week on this truck and see if it's gonna work out, but I don't think our plans have changed. But yeah, anyway, I appreciate y'all watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more, and I'll talk to y'all later. See ya.